Yo, what's good, YouTube? I'm back with another reaction video, and we doing Larry Bird. Just might be the GOAT NBA legends. And this is an hour and 40 minutes long, so I'm going to do a part 1 and part 2 of this video. But yeah, you know, I always got to thank y'all. Starting off, you know, thanking y'all. Appreciate all love and support. We're going to keep going up. We're going to keep grinding. Subscribe if you're new. Hit that like button. Yeah, I know, keep it short and sweet, man. So we're about to get right straight into the video. But definitely shout out to y'all, man. Definitely shout out to y'all, man. I've been having so much fun doing this too. But yeah, we're gonna get straight into it. This is about an hour and 40 minutes long, so I'm gonna just break it up in parts, part 1, part 2. But yeah, we're right into it. Let's get it.
Back-to-back 50-point games for Bernard King.
Jordan trying to shake off Starks. Oh, what a move by Jordan!
Here's Michael at the foul line. A shot on Elo. Good! The Bulls win!
The Converse weapon. That's to shoot. That's Magic do what he was born to do.
It may be so, but that's not all. They let Isaiah play like he's 10 feet tall.
For the kind of moves that never fail, the weapon's the choice of Kevin McHale.
The same is true for Mark Aguirre. When I wear weapons, I'm on fire.
Well, what can the weapons do for King? Well, I can do just about anything.
You already know what you did for me.
What?
I walked away with the MVP.
Michael Jordan is as stylish as they come. Irvin Johnson's style is sometimes pure magic. And Charles Barkley's is flash and brute force. They will write their styles into basketball history.
If you were writing a book about basketball, the people you just saw would merit a chapter or two. But ask any basketball expert, and they'll tell you that if you're rewriting the story of basketball, the author, Larry Bird.
To fully appreciate what Larry Bird accomplished in his career, you have to first fully understand what he overcame in his life. French Lick, Indiana. Population 2,087, cannot be touched by interstate. Only country backroads can bring you into the second poorest region in the state, an area where the average income is just over $9,000.
Ooh, okay, this video's starting off good. Let's get it, man. I see. Once you just click on something, but I see it said an hour and 40. I said, oh yeah, this gotta be good. So let's get into it, man.
At the other forward, in his 7th year from Indiana State, and number 33, Larry Bird.
Possibly the greatest of all time.
But growing up, Larry Bird was my favorite NBA player.
Really? I did not know that.
I had every T-shirt that Larry Bird had. I bought those heavy green shoes. But Larry Bird was my guy.
You know it.
Bird wound up playing his college ball at Indiana State, leading the Sycamores to the NCAA Final in 1979, losing to Michigan State and Magic Johnson. That was the start of a personal rivalry that would help propel the sport to its highest level of popularity.
But Skip, if you think about when Larry averaged 30 and 13, he did that without the three-point shot.
And it was an unbelievable run through some very good teams, such as Arkansas, coached by Eddie Sutton, and then DePaul, Ray Meyer, and Joey Meyer's team, featuring Mark Aguirre, to get to Magic Johnson and Greg Kelser.
Imagine if he'd had a three-point shot in college, Skip. What would those numbers look like? It might have been 40 and 13.
I couldn't wait to call home to tell me.
Yo. That's another thing, too, man. Imagine it, three-point line. Oh, my gosh, bro. Oh my gosh, like nobody can do nothing but respect Larry Bird. Nobody can do nothing but respect Larry Bird, man. For real. Let's get it.
My boys, man. This dude named Larry Bird is for real. This is the baddest white dude I've ever seen in my life.
I had some friends who I kept...
He's not white. He's black. I don't care what nobody say. He's black. It's in his blood.
In contact with.
No, it don't matter though, but he can ball. That's all that matters. He can ball.
While I was still back here at Indiana State, and they never saw Indiana State or Larry Bird on TV. So because of the numbers that he would produce, they assumed that Larry Bird was a black player. And I thought, never.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I ain't trying to hear none of that stuff. We get that out of here. You can ball, bro. Thank you.
Thought of that, but they just thought that, a guy can do that kind of thing as far as score and rebound and dish out the assist. Must be a black athlete.
All-American, we go to the finals, we lose to Michigan State. After the game, he tells me, I need to go to the boys club and I need to work out and shoot. I need to work on my game. Hey, we had a great year, man. What are you talking about? I'm going home and I'm going to brag. I'm not going to play any ball, but that's just the difference.
Larry Bird was getting buckets against brothers. And if he played today, Larry Bird would still be getting buckets against brothers. In fact,
he had a level of confidence that was far superior to the rest of us.
Who was your favorite NBA player growing up?
Larry.
And?
Larry Bird.
Was he protective of his image? He didn't care.
Yeah.
He really didn't care.
Larry Bird coming with jeans on.
He did not care.
He didn't care.
That's one that I know. He was clearly the best player. He owned the league on the basketball court.
He was special. Larry Bird was LeBron James before LeBron James is LeBron James.
The younger generation.
Yup. And Steph Curry, too. He was Steph Curry before there was Steph Curry. He was LeBron James before LeBron James. Like, get out of here with none of all of that, man. Some people don't know, man.
Needs to go back in YouTube, man. Some of the stuff that kid.
Thank you. He says people need to go back on YouTube. Thank you. See, this video is so good, man. So good. I found a jewel right here.
Did, man. I should say kid. That man did. It was a bad boy.
I don't know if people know this, but Larry Bird is a 24-point scorer, a 10 rebound, 6 assists for a career.
You don't want zero problems, big fella.
But there's something unique about basketball and all the thought that's involved in which way you're going and the ability to explode and then the ability to, in the middle of all that, land a precision shot into a hole. There's really not another sport like that. And that in all this chaos, you got to find stillness. In all this chaos, you got to find the ability to stop and throw a perfect shot off. So it's not just incredible physical ability. It's incredible physical ability and then touch.
Yep.
It's real weird.
Yeah.
It's a very interesting sport in that way. It requires you to have your shit together.
28 seconds. Bird.
Damn, see, they got Joe Rogan. Oh, this is good, y'all. Let's get it, man.
Pass to Archibald. Ahead to Henderson. The Bird on the cut. Beautiful.
But it was his unselfish all-around play which helped elevate his team that made Bird the player he was.
As a rookie, he took the Celtics to the conference finals.
I came in to the league. I played a small town. I did very well.
I was wondering about the Mount Rushmore of impactful players. Like they left their mark.
He was MVP 3 years in a row while only missing 3 regular season games and averaging 26 points, 10 rebounds, and almost 7 assists per game.
Let me ask you this.
Best player you played against?
Best guy I played against might have been, Larry Bird. Larry Bird could do anything.
Oh, what a nice pass by Walton to Bird. Change for Bird, another three-point try. Bird kept it alive to Walton for 2. Oh, what a play! To Vincent, he's got McHale, finds Bird. Oh, what a nice pass by the rookie. 2 seconds on the shot clock. Bird wants a 3 out of it. He gets it.
I missed him by 1 year. The year that I came in, he had just retired, I think, a year and a half. But I got to play against him in the Dream Team that last year of his healthy basketball. And I'm telling you, like, we wanted to, going into there, I wanted to see Barkley. He was my favorite player, Jordan, and Bird. It was those three by far, heads and shoulders above the rest. Magic as well. But we wanted to see Bird and to be able to practice with him, see how he worked out, see how he shot, see the junk that he talked constantly. I mean, it was one of the best moments in your life because you are.
When I played
Larry Bird was the only one I feared. A lot of black guys always ask me, could Larry Bird really play that good? I said, man, Larry Bird was so good, it's frightening.
When you could play, first of all, when Larry Bird sat up there and said he didn't see color, I want everybody to know.
Yo, I know this guy. I love Stephen A. I love Stephen A. Smith, man.
It was truly believable in the black community. Everybody looked at him. Oh, we believe that because Larry Bird didn't care. You could either play or you couldn't.
Is it fair for me to believe that even black fans, after a while, were perfectly willing to acknowledge that Larry Bird was the baddest white boy ever to shoot a basketball?
No question. Not even yes. No doubt.
Oh, that's easy.
Okay.
Oh, that's easy. I mean, I can tell you right now, Larry Bird could walk, literally in his heyday, he could walk into any black neighborhood in America. And they'd be like, hey, that's Larry Bird. Come on over, you know?
Thank you, bro. So we ain't gonna say none of that stuff, man. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Because he could ball. He could ball.
Stone Cold Killer.
I love Larry so much. I will never, ever, ever tire of hearing Larry Bird stories.
Was Larry Bird stories.
Larry is such a unique personality. I don't have necessarily stories of him. I just what challenges me is I marvel at people who think the guy is a hick. Larry is one of the smartest, pragmatic people I know, and I mean, my mother, God rest her soul, was very bright. Coach Knight and Bill Russell are probably the two brightest people that I know. Larry is maybe right under that in that category. And when people keep talking about him being a hick, Larry understood what he understands as well as anybody is personalities and people. And that's why he would do his junk talking for airing here on radio, because he understood people who would let that bother them and what they would do when it bothered them. That's the way Larry, that was his gamesmanship.
Did he talk trash on the floor?
Oh, definitely. But, you know, he always talked trash. I remember he talked trash against us, talked trash with against everyone else. But, you know, the difference is he could back it up. He could back it up. You know, I remember, you know, like I was saying, growing up in Boston, people all used to always talking about that he can't jump, he can't do this, he can't do that. And, you know, a lot of my friends was like that, you know. So, I got to the league. I called all my friends back up. I said, you know, all that trash that you were talking, you need to squash all that. This man is great. He can, whatever you were saying for a man who can't jump, he's demolishing everybody.
So your guys are saying, how can you let this guy?
Oh, he's doing it on everybody. He's doing it on everybody. He's doing it on the best defensive players in the league.
Yeah.
My man Rodney Rogers, strong, fast, quick, athletic, and Bird just set him up in a corner. Someone drives to the corner, Stockton passed out to Bird, and here you see Rodney Rogers take a full sprint. And I'm talking about, you know how Zion blocked that shot a couple weeks ago?
Yeah.
That's where where Rodney Rogers came from. Except, unlike the young kid that shot the shot, in the middle of him being in the midair, Bird says, "Welcome to the parachute club, rookie," and watches him go by him, shoots the ball, and like Curry does what Bird did, because he shot it and just kept walking down, like shaking his head like, these dumb youngsters, they'll never get it.
He walked by our bench at the Salt Palace and said, "I feel like 43 tonight." And he came out, he scored 43 in the third quarter and checked himself out with a 20-point victory, and I was fairly impressed with that one.
So he just picks a random number, I feel like 43. And he says it to the bench?
Yeah. It was fairly impressive, especially when he backed it up.
Like Larry Bird was apparently just an insanely disciplined professional basketball player. He would get there and practice before everybody, stay after everybody, practice things left and right. And when they would have those three-point competitions, remember we would have those all-star three-point competitions, in the locker room he would just be, which one of you guys is coming in second?
He doesn't even take his warm-up jacket off, and he just drops triples.
To be that guy, first of all, you have to have a fire burning inside you like most people will never be able to comprehend.
47 points, 14 rebounds, 11 assists. He got bored and took 7 left-handed shots late in this game.
First of all, he could execute under pressure.
Larry Joe Bird.
The most clutch player in NBA history.
10 seconds. 5, and Bird has the basketball. Look out. 2 seconds on the clock.
Larry Bird was the baddest son of a gun on the planet.
Yes.
Larry says, I'm going to bust off the play, and I'm just going to come out, and I'm going to shoot a 3. And I'm like, we're down 2. I'm like, no, don't do that. I'm like, let's shoot a 2, please. Go to the hole, try to get fouled. Let's just get into overtime, see if we can't win this game. And Larry says, no, I'm just going to bust a 3 on him. And I'm like, oh, my gosh.
The wonderful arrogance of a man who needs 2 to tie or 3 to win and says, let's roll the dice. Bird's the man they want to have it. Yes, indeed.
Bird for 3. Yes! Larry Bird for 3. Celtics lead it by 1. What can you say about Larry Bird?
I am legend.
He has so many iconic moments, game winners, and performances.
Up fakes. Fires another 3-pointer. Rise it up. 113 to 113. With 5 seconds left to play. Bird in the corner. Double fake. Jumper. Shot! Larry Bird hits it with 2 seconds left. All right, here's Bird. Whistle all over. He fires. It's a 3-pointer. And he's tied the game.
You should have had more than one guy on me. You can't beat me.
They're not going to call a foul. Goes to Bird. He's open. Got it at the buzzer.
I'm talking about killer instinct.
There's nobody better with a game on the line. Maybe nobody better ever.
But there was just some sleepless nights.
Bird takes the pop.
He shot one, and I mean, I'm trying to block this shot, and he would just tell me, Scott, you're a little too late. So we playing him in the last play. He says to James Worthy, he says, you guys don't have to worry about it. I'm going to go right over there that corner. He said, they're going to set a screen for me. We're taking the ball out. He said, I'm going to curl right over. And he's telling us to play.
40,000 eyes on Larry Bird because they knew he was going to get the ball. And we knew it. Our opponents knew it. Now it's just up to them to stop it.
He's telling us to play before they even take it out. He said, I'm going to go right over to that corner, and I'm going to catch it, and I'm going to shoot it, and I'm going to tie the game or win the game, whatever the case may be.
I always thought I was confident. You know, I always thought Kevin McHale was confident, but Larry just had a different level.
They take the ball out, and I think it was either Danny or
DJ,
the late great DJ.
Yeah.
Take the ball out, the man curl right to the corner, caught the shot, shot a 3,
and
game over. It's like, are you effing kidding me?
Bird goes for 3. And the Lakers call time.
You can run, but you can't hide. Game on the line, free throw, 3, jump shot, whatever it was. I'll take Larry Bird any day or any night.
I'm going to get it right here. I'm gonna
shoot. He better, boy. If he went in, yo, he better say, yo, don't play. Do not play.
Right in your face.
10 seconds.
Money on the line, any sort of outside shooting.
Deep.
Bird has the basketball. Look out. 2 seconds on the clock.
It was good. He knew it was good before he shot it.
Had that tape on that note.
That was a bad man.
Larry Bird was the truth.
And then he got the ball and shot it right in his face. Yeah. And Bird says to X,
I didn't mean to leave nothing on the clock. And I just looked at him and said, oh, conceited bastard.
What you mad about?
Larry fake, fall away. Hits it at the buzzer. All right.
He was a cold-blooded killer.
Larry Bird was the truth. Ain't no question about that.
Ball game's over. Boston wins.
I said, Larry, how do you make all those shots? Just like that. He said, I do all that all the time.
Killer instinct, man. For real, dog.
And now there's a steal by Bird. Underneath the DJ.
They forgot about Larry Bird.
So I run over, we look at the bench, no timeout, nothing. So I run over and I grab the ball, playing every second. And that's what the Celtics taught us, to play every second. I throw it up, Bird sneaks in. I didn't even see him. That joker caught the ball, and in my mind, I'm like, okay, he going out of bounds.
Now there's a steal by Bird.
Must have stood there for about 5 seconds because everything was going in slow motion in my mind, right? They are so in tune, they are so in sync. I mean, it wasn't no high five. It was a love thing, you know, like they hugged and embraced. And then it's a strange moment. I'm like, damn, how you doing that? And I'm walking to the huddle, and they were our mentors. We studied them. They taught us everything. This is probably one of the most incredible plays that's ever happened against me and that probably I've ever witnessed. We try to take the ball out of bounds or whatever. Larry walks by and he goes, they were great teachers. Not only were they great teachers, right? But they also, after they beat you, then they would school you.
Chocolate is scrumptious when it crunches. That's why I love Nestle Crunch.
Larry Joe Bird was straight up rocking a mullet. Larry Joe Bird wore a mullet.
And then after that, Seasting in on Paxson to Larry Bird. He scooped it in. Coming back for Boston, left corner jumper. Jerry Seasting guarded by 3. Bird foul line jumper. Ainge against Paxson. Now to Bird, 3-pointer from the right. Bird pops and shoots from the right side. Jerry Seasting controls off to the right. Standing dribble at the stripe. Bird has it right of the circle. Fakes on Poquette. Gets to the lane. Fadeaway shot. Good. Pulls the 4-2 lead. Celtics on the attack. Bird has it right corner. He fires. Rimming. Good. Hit the top of the glass and came down through. He caught his own pass. No travel. Here's Ainge feeding it inside. Bird shoots it up baseline left and hits it. Ainge between the circles. Swings it left to Bird. Shoots foul line. Good. Danny Ainge between the rings. Left side is Bird against Sellers. Bird baseline left. Backs in on Sellers. Fadeaway shot left baseline is in. Bird's got 18. Danny Ainge spinning and a bounce pass ahead to Bird. Bird's pull-up shot right of the lane is in. Right side is Bird. Bird right of the circle. Feeds it off right baseline to Seasting, who fell down. Sellers didn't react to the ball. Bird in the lane. Feeds Kite for the dunk. Bird backs in, low left, behind the back pass to McHale underneath. He lays it in and draws the foul. Some pass by Larry Bird. Ainge plays it into Bird, low right, fadeaway shot, Bird, rimming, good. Here's Bird, low right, in on Jordan, shot is in. Larry Bird with 26. Ainge has picked it up into Bird, low right. Got a foul called on Jordan.
It's just so crazy to me how good he is, bro. And it's no matter how many videos I watch, some of the same stuff I see, it's just so crazy just how amazing he is, bro. It's so crazy, man. Like, oh my gosh, man. Let's get into it, man.
Bird's got 32 right now. Boston leads by 2. The next one is in. 33 for Bird. Bird pops out, shoots it up right of the lane, right through. 37 for Bird. Shoots out of the corner. Yep. 41 for Bird. Boston by 11. Doug Collins takes time.
My first year, I'm excited. I'm playing against Larry Bird. I go shake his hand, he wouldn't shake my hand. Back then, guys just...
He wouldn't shake your hand?
Wouldn't shake my hand. He would look at me and just nod, right? And I was like, well, maybe he's just getting into the game.
Disguise can hide the identity of the Celtics' inspirational leader.
What was the...
Whoa, what happened with his eyes? I didn't see that one. Yo, somebody got to tell me this game. What game was that when he had those goggles on? So he found something new.
Baseline left, backs in on Sellers, fadeaway shot left baseline is in. Larry Bird.
My first year, I'm excited. I'm playing against Larry Bird. I go shake his hand, he wouldn't shake my hand. Back then, guys just...
He wouldn't shake your hand?
Wouldn't shake my hand. He would look at me and just nod, right? And I was like, well, maybe he's just getting into the game.
Disguise can hide the identity.
What game is this?
Of the Celtics' inspirational leader.
Whoa, what the heck happened to his eyes? Was that just not a style, but like did something happen? He get poked in the eye, or I think I remember there was this one thing when he had that like got elbowed or something in the eye. Like what happened? Somebody in the comments let me know, yo. Please, somebody let me know what game this is. I want to watch that game or look at some highlights at least. Oh yeah, and I definitely got some full games and more documentaries coming too. Definitely coming soon.
What was the best trash talk Bird ever said to you?
And so the first time I'm gone, he said, you don't even belong in this league. He shoots a three. Wham!
Larry Bird in the corner for three, and that's how we start this one.
I said, okay. Next time he comes down, he said, I don't know why they got you guarding me. He hits another three.
Speaking of a hero, Larry Bird now with 13 points. He's the game-high scorer.
And having one of the greatest players to ever lace a pair of shoes up in Larry Bird.
Yeah.
Bird working one-on-one against Dominique. Larry Bird, and the basket counts, and there's a foul as well.
Now, Dominique Wilkins has quite a responsibility for this ball club.
They quickly double Bird, and what a shot!
Just steps through the double team. Great play.
He had an attitude and the heart of a lion.
Rebound, Dominique with 50 seconds to go, and a steal. Bird.
Now here's just a heads-up play by Larry Bird. Now another problem was that Webb did not make himself available.
In a half-court situation, he was evil. I mean, you couldn't beat him.
Hastings picked up the foul, his first. Bird. Bullseye for Larry Bird. He has 15 points. Roberts moves away from the screen, and Bird hits another shot. Now the regulars are back in there. Akers and 4 starters, and Bird hits again. Bird fakes Rivers on the 3 and finds Danny Ainge with a left-handed shot inside.
They got to give some help. Bird is just too hot.
He's going one-on-one against Livingston and burns him again. 21 points.
You don't see anybody raising a fist or clapping their hands. They're just out there playing.
Bird from Johnson.
Will limit the Celtics to one shot.
Harris gets through. Good passing inside by the Celtics. Bird. Bird with a fake pass and a one-hander.
Yo, man, and I just said I wanted to see highlights of him with those goggles on, and I'm looking at it, and he just, somebody tell me in the comments what happened to him, but he just turned around and just, oh my gosh, bro.
Handed shot inside.
They got to give some help. Bird is just too hot.
He's going one-on-one against Livingston and burns him again. 21 points.
You don't see anybody raising a fist or clapping their hands. They're just out there playing.
Bird from Johnson.
Will limit the Celtics to one shot.
Harris gets through. Good passing inside by the Celtics. Bird. Bird with a fake pass and a one-hander at the baseline. Bird. Simple play, 25 for Larry Bird.
Easier for him to bring the ball up.
Bird now cuts free. With Bird again pulling up, putting Boston ahead. Bird attempting to break free, stays with it, and the foul is called. The continuation for Larry Bird.
And wheel into the defense. It's banged and lets it fly lefty.
I don't know if I've been to another basketball game where two guys got red hot at the same time. You've been in games where they get hot.
Right.
That was different.
22 lead changes. The Celtics once were up by 7. Dominique hits a 3. Lead to Bird off the fake. Improves his position. And the Celtics are up again. 95-93. Wilkins ties it for Atlanta. Bird cuts free. Left hands it for the field goal. That puts Mason Jones and the Celtics back on top. 101-99.
This is a type of game of who's going to blink first.
Wilkins responds, and he has tied it at 101. 38 points for Wilkins.
In a half-court situation, he was evil. I mean, you couldn't beat him.
It's Bird's turn, and the Celtics have the lead. 103-101, and both benches are enjoying what they're watching with these two teams. And then gets it back. And Dominique high off the glass. 40 points for Wilkins, and the game is tied at 103.
We had some epic battles.
Comes up with a shot, and the Celtics lead it. And it's Bird. Now he goes into double team. And the duel continues. Wilkins responds. It's Bird's turn. Comes up with a shot, and the Celtics lead it.
Larry Bird was the truth.
Johnson gets it into Bird, and Wilkins is there. Bird comes free. Bird for the layup.
He had an attitude and the heart of a lion.
Another defensive stop. A must here for the Hawks. Johnson gets it into Bird, and Wilkins is there. Bird comes free. You are watching what greatness is all about. You are watching what greatness is all about.
Bird was a bad somebody.
Here in the fourth period, he has shown you.
Alright, y'all. We're going to stop it right here. I know this joint's an hour and 40 minutes, so this is part 1 right here. We're going to definitely get back into part 2, man. It might be even a part 3 too, but this joint's an hour and 40 minutes long, so yeah. We definitely going to get back in this part 2, but definitely wanted to say shout out to y'all. Look out for part 2, and maybe if there's a part 3, I'm going to try to see as much as I can go, but right now I got to end it right here. But yeah, man, definitely appreciate y'all. Gonna keep going up, man. Gonna keep dropping this like Bird, man. This joint is nice. This is a good video, man. Definitely gotta make sure I finish this, man. Definitely gotta finish this. But yeah, y'all know I keep it short and sweet. I'm out of this joint. Gonna get part 2, and if there's a part, might be part 3. See if I can get the whole thing going. But for right now, we're gonna end it right here, y'all. And I'm out. Peace.